Hi, Gemini. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth for March. Now, on the 3rd, Gemini, we are starting the month off with a sextile. And I have talked to you guys about sextiles before, that you have to put the energy in to make this change. Well, for you, we have got Venus in Pisces in your 10th house, and that's sextiling Uranus in Taurus in your 12th house. You have a lot of changes right now, Gemini, happening at a very deep level within, okay? The changes you're going through are happening within your psyche, not out into the world, but within. And those changes have to do with your financial picture and your love picture, and how you use your power in your career, okay? Or with your employer, or just your power in general. And then on the 3rd, we have Mars in Gemini in the 1st house. Now, Mars, okay, is our actions, is our drive. Well, you're going to have a lot of drive. You're going to have a lot of power with Mars being there, okay? You are going to implement the changes that you want to make. You are getting out there, doing what needs to be done, and asking questions later. Nothing's going to stop you. Then on the 4th, okay, we have Mercury in Aquarius in the 5th house, and that's conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in the 5th house. And you are communicating a lot, okay, with those that you love, with your children. And what I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say love. You're communicating with your children in creative projects, or it could be someone you're dating if you're not in a relationship. But you are communicating in this way, and you're communicating a lot. Now on the 10th, we have the Sun in Pisces, and we also have Neptune in Pisces. And they're going to be conjunct each other in our 10th house. And if you're using your power, shining your light, okay, in a way that you love, that's creative, that's, artsy, could go to a theater, could go to a concert, something like that, then you're using it in a positive manifestation. But if you're shining your light and lying to people and only telling them what they want to hear versus the truth, it's going to come back to bite you, okay? Then on the 13th, we have Venus in Pisces, again, conjunct Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house. And you are, emotionally invested yourself into something that you love, that brings power to you. And if it's a creative endeavor, and you're using it in a way that is of higher mind, then it's all great, okay? But if you are using it in a way that you're lying to others, then again, it's going to come back and bite you, because you can't lie to someone and expect them to be truthful with you. All of the disillusionments have to be left behind. And, there's an old saying, the truth will set you free. Well, you're going to have to be truthful and use that Neptune energy in a way that's creative, because it loves creativity. Now, on the 13th, we also have a new moon in Pisces in your 10th house. So, you draw your creative power, okay, by being creative. You feel powerful when you're creating, and you're going to have a new beginning to create something that makes you feel powerful. Then on the 15th, we have Mercury entering Pisces in the 10th. Okay, now here you're communicating emotionally with someone else about your power. It could be you're also, communicating creatively, about the things that you love that, let you shine. That will bring you power in the right way. Then on the 16th, we have the sun in Pisces in the 10th, and that's sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 8th. And Pluto in the 8th for you, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. It's all about our desires, okay? And you want to transform your desires. You want to bring them to the light of day, and you want to transform, whether it be how you're using other people's money, or maybe borrowing money, in order to transform, something that you desire. And it's going to shine the light on your power. Okay. Then on the 18th, the same thing. We've got Venus in Pisces sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 8th house. And with it being Capricorn, I'm pretty sure it's business orientated for you. That you want to transform this power in a way that brings, your desires to fruition. And again, with it being Venus in the 10th house, it's something that's creative and that you're emotionally invested in. Then on the 20th, we have the sun in Aries, and it's spring equinox. So, and that's your 11th house. And your light is going to be shined on your dreams, your aspirations, your friendships, your goals. These are the things that you're going to shine your light on. Then on the 21st, we have got Mercury in Pisces in your 10th house. Again, a sextile. Going to have to work to use that energy. With Uranus and Taurus in the 12th house. And you're going to have to make those changes at a very deep level within your own psyche to make you more stable in, your own power. It's something that's making you very emotional right now in your talks with others. So you're going to have to use that power, to change something at a very deep level within you. Then on the 21st, we also have Mars in Gemini. Again, your drive, your action. Ask, questions later, do it now. And it's going to be trining Saturn in Aquarius in your 9th house. It's where you feel like you're being restricted in 9th house matters. Communicate now. It could be government. It could be, let's see, government, higher philosophies, higher education. It could be media. It could be broadcasting, internet, but you feel like you're being restricted there in a 9th house matter. by the structures around you. But you can overcome this issue very easily by putting your actions and your drive into going after what you want and being, if you know a Gemini, they like to talk. They also, like to play. So if you do these things, you're going to start to make headway. Then on the 21st, we also have Venus entering Aries in your 11th house. So, again, with Venus being in this area, you're going to start seeing, you're going to love your dreams. You're going to love your aspirations. You're going to put actions into your friendships and the groups that you belong to. You're trying to make the change here. Then on the 23rd, we have we have Mercury in Pisces in the 10th house squaring Mars in Gemini in the 1st house. Now, your communications, okay, it's definitely communications, and they're emotional communications in the way that you are putting your power out there, okay, that is stopping you from taking the actions that you need to take. You need to take those actions and not communicate in such an emotional way. Okay, you just need to think before you communicate, pretty much. Now, on the 25th or 26th, depending where you live, we have the Sun in Aries in the 11th house, and that is conjunct Venus in Aries in the 11th house. So, you are going to love your friendships. You're going to love what you're doing to make those changes within your goals and aspirations and your dreams. You're taking action, and that's all that matters. The Sun is expanding what you love, and I'm also, with everything that's going on this month, I don't think it has to do with your love life. I think it has to do with your money. You are trying to change your financial picture. Then on the 28th, we have a full moon in Libra, which is your 5th house. And there's going to be an ending with a child, with a creative endeavor, or with your dating life. And it's okay. While people think of full moons as endings, I think of them as new beginnings. Yes, on the physical plane, it is an ending. It's an ending to our, someone maybe that we were dating, or, an ending that's happening with one of our children, or an ending that's happening, with a creative endeavor, and it has to do with Libra, okay? So it has to do with a partnership, but it also has to do with a boundary issue. Libras tend to do things because they want people to love them, okay? And something's been going on in this area of your life because you want people to love you. Well, it's not going to go that way anymore. It may be just a behavior, okay? Maybe you're ending a behavior that you've had in your dating life. Maybe you're ending, a pattern that you've had with your children, or you're watching an ending happen for your child in a pattern that they have had, or, it could be an ending within a relationship and a creative endeavor where there's been no boundaries in that partnership that has to have boundaries. So that's, where this is happening for you. Now on the 29th, we have got Mercury in Pisces in the 10th house conjunct Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house. And you're putting your creative endeavors out there. You're talking about them. You're thinking about them. And you're going to do what you need to do, to make everything right. Because you have learned, Gemini, that power is an illusion. Okay? It can be there one moment and gone the next if it's not built on a firm foundation. So you have been looking at power issues that have been very elusive in your life. Then we have got, on the 30th, Venus in Aries in the 11th house. And that's sextiling Saturn in Aquarius in the 9th house. And again, Saturn restricts what it touches. And it's been restricting a philosophy of yours. It's been restricting higher education. It could be restricting, higher education, media, broadcasting, a journey. It could, all of these things. It's been restricting all of this. Well, it's a sextile with Venus. So if you use the energy, and only if you use the energy, you're going to love your friendships. You're going to love the steps that you're taking with your dreams and your aspirations, where you have felt restricted. But again, you've got to use this Venus power in a loving way to overcome the restrictions that you've had. Then again, on the 31st, again, Saturn, the place you've been feeling restricted in those 9th house matters, in broadcasting, media, higher educations, philosophies, all travel, all of these areas you have felt restricted in. Well, you can overcome them if you put the work in and shine the light on what your dreams are, but it's got to be what you're dreaming. And you're going to have to shine lights on the groups that you belong to. You're going to have to shine the light on taking action within these groups. You're going to have to shine the light of, putting those dreams and aspirations into place to overcome these restrictions. But there's something you've got to shine that light on to overcome these restrictions that you've been feeling. Well, Gemini, if I can say anything for you, you are going to overcome those boundary issues that you've been having in your own power, because now power is nothing but an illusion. And you've been going through very deep changes at a psychological level, at the deepest part of who you are, because the only one that can make you feel secure is you. And everything else is an illusion. The things that you put your energy into in a healthy way, are going to come back to you. But if there's been lies or things of that nature, then, the negative's going to come back. But you're going to overcome these boundary issues that you've been having in your creative endeavors, or with your children or your dating life. And they're going to be overcome. And you are going to stop all the restrictions and start to move forward by taking the little steps that need to be done to overcome these issues. So, Gemini, that's your astrological, and I am using the cat tarot, okay? And we're going to draw a card here for you. Let me shuffle. Circle. Yeah. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. And, you know, just know, okay, as you see, it's a cat with some sardines on the plate. Know that the universe sees that you've been putting action into what, you want to happen, and you will be rewarded. Just enjoy them, okay? Enjoy the fruits of your labor. But, you have also got to be open, okay, to new skills. You've got to start doing things in a new way. And that's where Saturn comes in and Pluto comes in. They want you to transform the way you've been doing things, Gemini. And yeah, you're going to have to put the definite boundaries there, with the new moon in Pisces and the full moon in Libra, because, it's all about boundaries, and those two signs don't know boundaries. They're here learning about boundaries. So just know that new skills are going to be needed to get you to where you want to go. And you're going to have to move forward in those new skills in order to get there. So that's pretty much the month of March for you, Gemini. And know that I hope that you have a blessed month. And I will see you next month, okay? Because you have to know that you have to put the work in to get you where you want to go. Nobody else is going to give you anything in this life for free. And we are seeing that more and more every day, okay? We have got to change our own mindsets on what's been going on in our world in order to change things, because we're in control of our own lives, nobody else, and nobody's going to change anything for us. Well, I love you, Gemini, and I wish you a great March, and I hope it's blessed. I'll see you in April. Bye.